looking ahead to this week, why don't you tell the folks who you got, because this was actually going to be my start of the week, and I changed it at the last second.
Okay, now out of respect, I have to say a little peek behind the curtain here. I waited to put my start of the week in because I thought that you were going to go with this guy, and I was like, well, let's just wait and see. Let's wait and see what he goes with first before I just plod in there and take him, but you didn't, so I did. I'm talking about Breece Hall, who gets to play the best defense for fantasy football right now that exists in the Denver Broncos. So, in a normal week against a different team, I might be inclined to start the quarterback. Now, the quarterback happens to be Zach Wilson. So I have pivoted to the running back this week in Breece Hall. We saw Devin Achane. We saw Raheem Mostert. We saw Khalil Herbert. All have sterling weeks for fantasy against the Denver Broncos within these past couple of games. Breece Hall has been very frustrating with his usage. You mentioned just this past week here, Dustin, where he got 10 points. 10 points. And I thought, well, that's better than it could have been because it's been kind of depressing if you're watching how they use Breece Hall. They're still forcing Dalvin Cook into the picture, which just doesn't make any sense. But against this defense, especially with Zach Wilson doing better than I thought he would this past week, admittedly, let's bolster his confidence. Let's use our star running back who can break off big gains against this defense. I think we're going to see a lot of him early on. And then once they hopefully build up a lead, because the Jets defense is really good, and I don't trust the Denver Broncos offense that much, I think that we'll see Breece Hall even late in the game. So banking on a top 15 finish here for old Breece.
Yeah. And I just want to take a little moment here to just talk about the Chiefs Jets game from the other night. How that was baloney. The Jets got robbed. And I'm not a big Jets fan, but they got robbed there. I don't know what the NFL was thinking. If they're just trying to placate all the Swiftie fans that all of a sudden started watching NFL games because Taylor is at the games. But that was egregious. That non-holding call on Patrick Mahomes' scamper.
And now hold on. Now I've heard NFL players come out on social media and say that was not a hold. They'd say if that's a hold, everything's a damn hold. He was inside the shoulder pads.
I don't know.
They say that, not me. I'm not a specialist here.
I know. I'm not a specialist either. But when you see the guy try to do this and he can't get away from the guy, you're supposed to do this with your hands, not this with your hands.
Maybe they thought he was just trying to do the icky shuffle, and they're like, well, let him go. I mean, let him try.
Well, there's that, and then the pass interference call, which was, I think, bogus as well. Let him play. It wasn't that egregious. He wasn't going to catch the ball anyway. So anyway, there's my little 2-second rant about that.
There we go. All right.
I had to get it off my chest.
You get to turn to happier outlooks now. I know you're so fucking excited to talk about this guy, so let's do it.
Yeah, it's a rookie running back, Devin Achane, who has looked really good the last couple weeks, going up against a not good defense. So I expect him to have another great week this week. I know he's splitting time with Mostert there, but doesn't matter. Even on limited touches, he is getting points, scoring fantasy points by the bunches in this high-powered offense. Oh, excuse me. Give me all the pieces of this offense. And I think he is going to have a great game, just going up against a bad Giants defense. Too many New York teams.
I'll go one more even. I'm going to add on. I believe in Achane so much now. He's an auto start until he proves that he shouldn't be.